And welcome to Wikipedia World Videos. This is the course Linux Operating Systems Basics with Vagish Kumar, and in this particular video we will be continuing our journey with the VIM Editor. Okay, so till now we have covered various shortcuts of VIM Editor. We have in the last video we have covered the movement shortcuts of VIM Editor. So now what we'll be doing is a very important command in VIM Editor, which is the %s command. So %s command, by the way, is used to replace a string in the current file in the VIM Editor. So that is the syntax of the %s command. So this command will work in the command mode. To switch into the command mode, what you have to do is you'll have to press colon while you are in escape mode. So if you are in insert mode, first you have to go back to the command escape mode by pressing the escape key, and then press colon, which will take you to the command mode. So now once you are in the command mode, you can enter %s as a command, and after that enter a /. Okay, so this / is the delimiter for this command's arguments. So %s /, then your string a, and then again / and then your string b. So string a, all the occurrences of string a will be searched out throughout the file, and they will be replaced by string b using this command. But you have to remember that in this case it will replace only the first occurrence on every line. So suppose in one particular line this string a occurs 3 times, it will not be replaced all the 3 times, it will be replaced only the first time. Okay, so first occurrence of string a on every line will be replaced by string b using this command. Now if you want to replace all the occurrences on all the lines, you just have to use one more argument in this command by putting a / at the end of this command and write g. So g means globally replace all the occurrences of string a by string b. So it will replace multiple occurrences of the string a on every line throughout the file. So wherever there is string a, it will be replaced by string b. Similarly, if you want that it should confirm, I should ask every time that should I replace this particular occurrence or not. Suppose you want to replace string a at some places, but you won't want to replace string a with string b at the other places. You can use the C option. So C means confirm. So when you do %s string a / string b / c, this will confirm for every occurrence of string a, and it will ask you want to replace it, you press Y on the keyboard. If you don't want to replace it, you press N and it will take you to the next occurrence. Okay, so that is how it works. Now suppose if you want to append all the lines on your VI editor with a particular string or a particular set of characters, or even a single character like a full stop or a comma. So you can use this particular variant of %s command, where you can do %s and then dollar, which also represents the end of the line. For your reference, we had already done that in the movement shortcuts, that dollar represents the end of the line. By pressing dollar when you are in the escape mode, you will be taken to the end of the current line. Similarly, you can use dollar over here also to append anything at the end of the current line. You use %s, then dollar, and then you, after the / you enter the string b, which will be appended at the end of the every line. So C will just be used for confirmation. It will confirm you every time that you should enter string b at the end of this line or not. If you don't want the confirmation, if you want it to do all the replacing automatically, you just remove the trailing / c from here and it will be done. Similarly, if you want to prepend every line with some string b every time, so suppose you want to add quotation mark or comma at the beginning of every line, or an exclamation mark at the beginning of every line, what you can do is you can use this variant of %s command, where you have %s / and then the caption sign and then string b. So string b will be added at the beginning of every line. So in this case, since we are using / c, it will also confirm for every replacement. Similarly, you have another option in which you have to delete. Suppose you want to delete a particular word or a particular set of string particular set of characters throughout a line, throughout a file, what you can do is you can use this variant, which is percentage %s, then string a, and similarly forward slash. Okay, simple forward slash, so there is nothing between the two forward slashes. It is forward slash forward slash. So this will delete every occurrence of string a from the file, but not globally. So one occurrence per line. If you want to delete multiple occurrences per line, what you have to do is you have to use the g modifier. So after the two forward slashes you add g, and then it will delete every occurrence of string a from the file globally. But if you add c also, it will confirm every time. If you do not add the c, if you just have the command up till g, it will not confirm and straight away delete every occurrence of the string a from the file. Similarly, if you want to count the number of occurrences of string a in a file which is not globally, okay, it will only count one per line. So you can do this thing this way. So string a forward slash n, it will tell you how many occurrences of string a occur in that particular file. Now if you want, say you want to replace all the occurrences of a particular string within a particular area of the file, okay, so not throughout the complete file, not throughout the entire file, but only within a particular area of the file, you can use this variant of the command. So this is the bookmark a. So you remember, if you remember, you can bookmark various lines on VI editor using the shortcut command small m, which is used to bookmark a particular occurrence, a particular line on VI editor. Okay, after pressing M, you can press a particular letter on the keyboard, and that letter will be used as a bookmark for that particular line. So if you want to go to that particular line after that, you can press your comma key, which is the single quotation mark, okay, which is just prior to the return key. Okay, press that key without shift key, it will put this kind of a comma over there on the screen, and after that you enter your bookmarks value. So if it is a or b or whichever character you have used to bookmark that particular line, just press that, it will take you to that line. Okay, so that bookmarks you can also use while replacing strings in VI editor using the %s command. So in this case there is no percentage, but the percentage is replaced by two bookmarks, so that is the range of lines between which you want to replace the string. So bookmark 1 comma and bookmark 1 then comma, again the post of a comma, bookmark 2 and s, which is the command begins from over here, s and then string a and then string b. Similarly, for global replacement between two bookmarks, you have to append g, and if you want it to confirm every time, you append c, and if you want it to replace globally also and confirm every time also, you append g and c. Okay, so now let us try some experiments with this particular command. We'll begin at this, our first variant of this command, which is simple, to search and replace a string within VI editor. Okay, so now this is a simple small C program file that I have on screen, which I think will be better to evaluate this particular command. So if I want to replace, say, var a, so this is the string var underscore a, if I want to replace it throughout the entire file but only one occurrence from one line, suppose like in line number 7 and line number 9, you can see that var a is two times, once here and then here, and similarly in line number 7 also it is once here and then here. Now if I want to replace only the first occurrence in every line, so I can use this variant %s, then forward slash, then our string var a, then whatever I want to replace it with. Suppose I want to replace it with var underscore c. So if I enter this, it will, although it will highlight all the remaining occurrences also, but it has replaced only the first occurrence in every line. First occurrence in this line was this, it was only one occurrence. Similarly, first occurrence in this line was this, which has been replaced by var c, but the second occurrence has not been replaced, and in this line also the first occurrence was this, which has been replaced by var c, but the second occurrence has not been replaced. Now to undo these changes, I can press U and it will be back to normal. Okay, now again, if I want, suppose this time, to replace all the occurrences throughout the file, I use /G at the end of the command. Now you can see that every occurrence of var a has been replaced, including the first occurrences and the second occurrences on every line have been replaced. Now let me press U to undo these changes. Now we shall try the confirmation variant. So if you add C at the end of this command, you can see that VI will confirm every time for every occurrence for you. So now I've pressed enter and it is asking me replace with var C. So you want to replace this highlighted occurrence of var A with var C. So the black one is the current occurrence which it is talking about, and the brown ones are the other occurrences. So if I press Y, it will replace it. If I press N, small n, it will not replace it, it will skip it. If I press A, it will replace all the occurrences, so it will not ask any further. Okay. If I press Q, it will quit it, and similarly you can explore the other options. Suppose I press Y, it will replace that particular sequence. Now if I don't want to replace over here, so I can press N, it will skip and it will go on to the next occurrence. Now if I want to replace it, I can press Y, and if it is asking me again, so if I press A, so it will not ask me for the last occurrence, it will just replace it as it is. So that is what it did when I pressed small a. So that is the first variance, which first three variants which we have already covered for the %s command, how to use %s command to replace a string throughout the file in in VIM editor. Okay, so that is done. Now suppose you want to append every line in the VI editor with a string. Okay, now suppose what I want to do is I want to append the letter plus at the end of every line like this, two plus signs at the end of the. If I want to do it manually, it will take me ages to do this, but if I want to do it using the %s command, it will be quite easy for me. Just enter $%s /$. So dollar means the end of every line. Okay, so you can also search this out, and you'll be surprised to know when you search dollar, it will mark the end of every line, it will highlight the end of every line. Okay, so back to our command, %s, then dollar, and then I want to replace it with plus plus. So if I press enter, it will substitute all these lines with plus plus. All the lines have been prepended with plus plus. Now if I press U, it will come back, the changes will go. So that is how you can you can append every line with a particular sequence of characters. If you want to prepend, instead of appending, you want to prepend, so the sign that you have to use is caption, which is question mark, so which is caption sign. So you can see that when you search for caption, it will be first of every line which will be highlighted, so the prepending characters will be highlighted. So if I want to replace this with something like plus, it will, sorry, %s caption and then plus, so it will prepend every line with the character that I replaced caption with. So that is how this works. So that is how you can either append or prepend all the lines with a particular character inside VI editor. So now let us do a practical example where it is useful. Suppose you have a file with a list of numbers, say list of 4 numbers. Okay, suppose you have this file with a list of various 4 numbers, and suppose you want to append, you want to prepend std code on the entire file. So how to do that? So it is quite easy now for you to do that. Just write %s. Now you know the caption sign is used to prepend everything to every line. So you have just enter the std code over here, which is 0172, say. So just press enter and it will prepend the STD code on the entire list of numbers. So that is how you can use this practically. Now suppose you want to count the occurrences of a particular number. Now you know that this number 7 to 9, I have placed these numbers alternatingly in every line. So the total lines are 18 and the occurrences of this number should be 9. Okay, so now let us count it. Now let us verify it by counting. Counting is done by %s, then you enter this particular number, then you just have two forward slashes and n and press enter. So it will tell you that there are 9 matches on 9 lines, so that means that you have counted it. Okay, similarly, if in our previous example of a code, of a C language code, we can also count the occurrences of a particular variable. So how many times we are using this particular variable var a in this particular line, you can count it using this. Now suppose what I want to do is I want to remove the underscore a, the prepended underscore a from all the lines, and I want to rename this variable as var. So how can I do that? One option is I replace complete var underscore a using var. Okay, the other option is I can also trim out underscore a. How you can do that? You use %s underscore a and simple 2 forward slashes and enter. So it will trim out underscore a from all the first occurrences of var from the file. So if you want to do that globally, that means every occurrence, so you can just prepend it with G. It will trim out var underscore a from all the var underscore a occurrences. Okay, similarly, if you want it to confirm every time, you can do GC. It will confirm every time to do that or not. Okay, so these were a few more examples of how to use %s commands, various variants of it. Now the other variants that we have learned is using the bookmarks. Okay, so suppose I have a big file with multiple occurrences of var a over here, and suppose that I want to replace var a by var c only in these few lines. Okay, not all these lines, but only from line number 9 to line number 13. Okay, so how to do that? What I can do is I can bookmark this particular line over here using MA. Okay, so this line has been bookmarked, although I does not show you any status on the screen, but when you press small m and any other character, it will place a bookmark using that particular character over that line. Okay, so you can test that by going towards any other position in the file and pressing comma, which is the post of a comma, not other comma, the post of a comma and your bookmark character, so it will take you to that particular line. So it took me to the line number 9. Similarly, bookmark the other line also using, say, some other letters, say MB. Okay, so to test that, I will go navigate somewhere else in the file and then I will press MB. Sorry, I first have to press MB to bookmark and then navigate somewhere else, and I'll press comma and B, so it will take me to the second bookmark. So you can test. This is the first bookmark, comma B, this is the second bookmark. So post of a comma, post of a is the first bookmark, post of a B is the second bookmark. Similarly, if you want to replace var underscore a by var underscore c within this range, what you can do is post of a first bookmark, then comma, post of a second bookmark, and then S, and then your complete command var underscore a is to be replaced by var underscore c. Okay, similarly you can add G or C as per your requirement. If you want to replace globally, add G over here. If you want VIM to confirm every time, you add C. If you want to VIM to confirm every time also and replace globally also, then you add G and C both over there. So it is asking me, should it replace this occurrence? Yes, 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 yes. If you don't want to replace this occurrence, NN. Okay, if you don't want to replace this occurrence, small n, and if you want to replace all the occurrences after this, press A. So to replace all the occurrences after that. So only the occurrences between my two bookmarks have been replaced, and all the others have only been highlighted, but they have not been replaced. So that is how you use the one more variant of the %s command. So that is a small video tutorial in which I have taught you how to use your %s command. Okay, so I hope that this particular video was clear to you, and now you can go ahead and try and use this %s command for replacing strings inside VI Editor yourself. So continue to watch the course Linux Operating Systems Basics with Vagish Kumar. Thank you.